Hey, you know what it is. It's review time.
So this one is Predator, Killer of Killers. So Predator, Killer of Killers, I watched it. It's on Hulu, as you can see in the poster. Came out recently, as you can see, and it's on Disney Plus. I watched it on Disney Plus. Just wanted to get to the breakdown of this because Predator has had this going on, and it also had another movie which is Badlands, Predator Badlands. So that is not. I don't think it's out yet in the cinemas, but this one is out, and it's an animation, obviously compared to the other movie, which is a realistic movie, like a proper movie. This is an animation movie. So at first I did a breakdown of trailer reaction to the trailer of this Killer of Killers. um it looked good. It was a very good trailer breakdown, but I thought I saw it pop up on I was having trouble with my Disney Plus account, but once I got it sorted, I did get to watch this, and it started off with the Beowulf type of character lady, which she's a master hunter. That was a good character, and she was basically the in the starting of the introduction. She's like, I just got a real masculine energy from her. I noticed that she was a woman. You could hear by her voice she was a woman, but she was just fighting like a dude, and she was the if you want to call it, general of the crew, killing anything in sight, getting some like sort of revenge. And then near the end of her revenge, it's like Predator came in, and there is like, just to let you know, there's three different Predators in each story, and it felt like to me that they should have made some type of series out of it. That's what I got from watching it, but it kind of weirdly worked. It came to a conclusion at the end, but that's what I got when I first saw between the first and the second one, because it goes from that lady, and then it moves into the second part, or the middle part of the movie, I would say. So yeah, eventually she takes on her predator, I would say, because it's like, as I said, three different predators and three different characters that take on individual predators at the bulk of the movie. And she, as I said, she's the top general killer. She kills everybody, and then she comes against the predator, and I think it kills near enough majority of her crew, and she survives, and she kills it. Um, she gets away basically, and then it moves on. The storyline kind of moves on to like a samurai guy, and I love, obviously, samurais and all. I've always loved that type of character, lone wolf with a samurai sword, an honorable person, that type of stuff. This is what I got from the samurai character, and he had his predator. Basically, he was fighting with, if you want to call it, another fellow samurai, kind of like a Jackie Chan kind of thing, like, you dishonored me. I got them vibes, like, but respectable, like, I'm gonna fight you to the death. So he comes across another chap who is a samurai, and he's the leader of his crew, I guess, or his tribe, and this guy is a leader of his tribe, and they're coming together. They call each other brothers, so they come together to fight now. So he infiltrates, if you want to call it, their sanctum or their territory, and he kills majority of their guys trying to get to the general, the top samurai guy. So one samurai to another, and they're fighting, and in between all the fighting, a different type of predator comes and attacks everybody basically, and in the middle of fighting each other, the predator is attacking this one particular samurai, and he gets away. In the monks of him getting away, obviously he's fighting not only the predator but the other samurai chap. Beats him to a certain extent, and he beats him, and I think he like jumps off somewhere, flies somewhere, and then it's just him, him and the predator fighting against each other. Eventually, the guy gets away and bumps into the other guy, the other samurai guy that he's fighting, and he's just literally finished fighting against the predator, and then all of a sudden he's kind of like fighting the guy but running away at the same time, and the other guy doesn't know that there's a predator basically trying to fight the guy. So in amongst of that, the guy obviously knows in the back of his head, I'm gonna fight you, but I'm also got the predator that could be coming at any minute, and any how can I say, like at any moment the predator cuts in and starts fighting the guy, starts fighting both of them. They both fight together to defeat the predator. One got injured worse than the other. They kind of like joined together to basically kill the predator. And this is the middle of the movie. It was quite dramatic. I really enjoyed the animation. I really enjoyed each individual storyline as well. The samurai segment of the movie, basically the way the other guy dies, because he actually they're obviously both fighting the predator together. So after them two are individually fighting each other, this is why I like the Japanese culture. It's like honorable fight they had. They're not bringing feelings into it. It's like your tribe versus my tribe, and it's more of a honorable thing, like amongst each other, if you want to call it that. But they end up obviously seeing a predator and then knowing that he's the immediate threat and he's there to kill both of them. So I'm going to stick up for my brother even though we're against each other. So they've got I would call the proper old school warrior code. As I said, that's why I love Japanese samurais, and honor and all that. Don't be dishonorable, like have respect, so on and so forth. So anyway, the predator eventually gets one of the samurai guys out of there, not completely, before the other guy. Both the samurais kill the predator. Yeah, I think he like puts his like knife through one of the guys, one of his organs, but not before they kill him both. So one samurai guy basically lives, and the other guy dies. So one thing I did forget is like at the end, so that beowulf looking lady character at the start that we're talking about, after she defeats her predator, they find her and they like send her somewhere. So they lock her up and they send her somewhere, and it goes from there. It goes on to the next storyline, which is obviously the samurai guy. So obviously at the end of his fight with predator, they grab him and they send him somewhere on like a I think it was like a ship, like one of those predator ships, aircraft, whatever you want to call it, spaceship. Yeah, in the middle of, they don't know where they are. They're just locked up with something around their neck. And then it moves on from the samurai guy to this person that builds airplanes and handyman, if you want to call it that, builds and repairs and flies airplanes. So it's like a war type of thing, like old school war guy fixes cars for a living, and he moved to like basically an engineer, and then he gets sent kind of like to defend his crew. So his crew are much older than him. They're all old war veterans, it seems like, or at the end of their life, of their career of being a warrior, of a soldier, if you want to call it. What's it called? The red T begins with. They're just like dedicated airmen, basically. because you have obviously warriors on the ground and you have the flight guys, don't you, that fight in the air. And these guys were like that. I've got the correct name for it, but yeah. So there's another predator that's after the crew, and the guy, the engineer, he's young, obviously much younger than the rest of the crew. I would say he was about in his 20s, maybe 18, 20, and the rest of the crew are much older, like 40 upwards, maybe. So they go off to, obviously they know that the threat is, they don't know exactly what it is, but it's basically a predator in the air trying to kill him, basically. So they rush off, and he's like, "Let me help." They're like, "No, this fight, you can't do this. It's not for you. You're too young, or whatever. You're not cut out yet. You're not ready." And he's like, "Come on, man." And he's like, "Nah." So he left the guy, and them lot go up to fight the predator in the air. They're going back and forth, and then eventually the guy knows certain stuff on the inside that these guys don't know in the air. They know, he knows more about what they're up against. He's a bit more wired and knows what's up. I think maybe because he's younger, I don't know. So the young cat eventually goes, F it, basically. Grabs the airplane, fixes the airplane that he's in, which is an old kind of shitty one, but he manages to fix it and get it in the air, and basically trying to fight off the predator, because all the other airmen are getting killed off slowly. So he eventually goes up there, and he's like, the other guy that told him not to be there, he was like, "What the hell are you doing? Go, basically, go, get out of here." And he's like, "Nah." I'm telling him what to do. Just listen, kind of thing. Like, listen to me. I know what I'm doing, kind of thing. And basically proves them wrong, or proves that guy wrong. Attacks the predator. Not before, I think he goes into the air. He figures out something about like Tony Stark from Iron Man kind of thing, where he goes to the air, up in the air, and it freezes and stuff, and technology doesn't work so far up in the air. So eventually, the guy sacrificed himself. The guy that told him not to participate, kind of like sacrificed himself, which was good in the movie. Like, it was quite intense. That was one thing that I gathered from each individual story, and that's also why I feel it should have been like a series. It came across like a series element to it, because it was like 3 separate storylines into one big movie, and they did kind of come to a conclusion, but it just felt like they could have done smaller. Like, it could have been like a season 1, like episode 1, 2, 3, 4. They could have dragged it on and then possibly went on further, which I didn't get, but it was good. That's the thing, is I can't hate on it too much. It was good. It was a good animation. It's never been seen, as far as I'm concerned, regarding Predator. And Predator and Aliens are kind of on this thing of doing movies and TV shows. And I can't say I haven't watched all of it, of Predators. I haven't watched all of the Alien spin-offs, but I've watched some of the movies here and there, which I will do reviews on the channel, but they have got some decent content out there. So I do recommend you guys going and watching not only Aliens, but obviously Predator and this movie Killer of Killers. It's really good. So eventually the guy survives, and the other guy that told him not to go in the air sacrificed himself, basically, and he gets sent off to this spaceship after he defeats the Predator. His Predator, I'll call it, because there's 3 Predators after these guys individually. So then they've come to find out that they're all on the ship. These 3 people that defeated each Predator on their land. They find out where they are, basically, that they're on some type of ship in the air, and they're all survivors. And it kind of turned into like a gladiator thing, where the 3 of them go to like a gladiator type of area. I don't know if you watch Gladiator, where they kind of get the warriors and they got the general thing, and like that kind of thing. And you got the, how can I say, the like a gladiator pit. So that's where eventually they're living in basically a land of predators. Like kind of like reminding me of obviously Badlands in a way, because obviously Badlands is all the predators against one predator, isn't it? So they're in like a type of Badlands predator area in like a gladiator type of arena, and they basically are talking amongst each other what the hell's going on. And then because one of them can't, they all, one speaks English, one speaks Japanese, and a bit of one someone speaks English and a bit of Japanese. The air guy, the engineer, Japanese guy, obviously is Japanese, and then you got the bear wolf type of lady. She speaks a different language too. So they all are trying to understand what's going on and what the other is saying, because obviously there's a language barrier. Sorry. So yeah, when they're on this island now fighting, they push them out, and these predators come out to fight them now, and eventually, so many words, they work together to basically defend themselves and kill off the predators that are going against them. And they eventually get or steal, the kid is obviously the engineer, steals a spare spaceship or whatever to try and get out. And they basically, they're getting away. The samurai guy eventually, he loses an arm through fighting. The guy that's the engineer steals a plane because he gets swallowed. He actually gets swallowed up by an animal. But anyway, he gets the plane now, and he's getting these two other guys. He's trying to get everyone out basically in so many words. And so the Beowulf character type of lady, in the end, she sacrifices herself to, in so many words, save the other two guys there, because they're getting away, and the predator people or the crew are trying to stop them, and eventually they slingshot something into the plane, like a chain thing into the plane, and the plane's like pulling them down. So the bear wolf type of lady slides down the chain thing and basically sacrifices herself, cuts the chain from the plane. Plane manages to take off, and she's basically stands against them all, the predators, to save their lives, the two of the chaps' lives, which was kind of like weird, because it's something that a masculine man would do. That's another tale for another story, whatever. But that's something that if you ask me, a man would do, like sacrifice himself for the woman, right? So the woman sacrificed herself for two men, 2.5 men. Wow, one arm got chopped off. So yeah, it was a weirdish storyline. It was entertaining, very entertaining, and I would say it was a must watch. Predator, killer of killers, I would say. So if you like anything to do with like Predator and animation, stuff like that, I would say tune into it. It's out now. I've watched it. I went to go and watch it again, but one was enough for now. Maybe give it a couple of weeks, maybe watch it again to drill it in my head. But it was, as I said, it was a weird storyline, but it worked. It came to a conclusion. I still reckon it should have been like a TV season show. It would have made, I think it would have made a better impact and a better look for the Predator brand as well. Like obviously Alien, I know I keep comparing Alien to it, but Alien's done a lot of content with them and separately as well, and they're on par, if you ask me, like Alien and Predator. Alien's done their own show, and I felt like this could have been something for Predator as a seasonal show, to make possibly, if like make this a season 1, and then if it does well, a season 2, season 3, I guess they can do that in the movie space and stuff, but I just felt like they should have done it with this because people after watching this you want to see more. You want to see more for sure. So I'll give this a good solid 9 out of 10 for the review. I would say this is a must see, must watch. If you like Predator, you're out of there. What can I say? They're onto something with this. Anyway, regarding my views, my talking points regarding this review, if you like what you hear, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I'll be pumping more of these reviews out as I'm watching more TV shows, but I want to get them out because I do reaction videos, but I also watch a lot of what I'm reacting to, if that makes sense. So I decided, why not do more reviews on movies and TV shows as well for you guys, so you guys can make your own conclusion of what you might want to watch and see, and don't bump into this video and be like, oh, Link saw this and he's saying it's a 9 out of 10. Give you better, give yourself a more of a confident choice in whatever you want to watch on a Saturday night or something, you know. So don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell and be part of the gang. I'll be pumping more of these reviews out, as I said, on the channel for you guys. Have a nice day. This is called Predator, Killer of Killers, the review. Check it out. I'm gone.